Breaking: major player in Hillary's inner circle suddenly commits suicide, look what he knew. Yes, another person with extremely close ties to Hillary Clinton has died a mysterious death, and after seeing what he was involved with, it's hard not to question if foul play was involved. Houston, Texas trial lawyer and Democrat mega donor Steve Mostyn died on Thursday in what authorities are saying was a suicide, according to the Houston Chronicle. Mr. Mostyn was only 46, he left behind a wife and several children, and earlier this year had announced that he was going to be stepping away from politics to spend more time with his family. Details about how Mr. Mostyn allegedly committed suicide are slim. However, his family said that it happened after he suddenly became afflicted with some sort of mental illness and took his own life, although they weren't clear as to what type of mental illness he suffered from. But it is worth noting that Mr. Mostyn had never suffered from mental illness in the past, according to his family, further raising suspicions over the manner in which he died. Mr. Mostyn was a progressive powerhouse who was heavily involved with politics throughout his career. He made his fortunes off of suing insurance companies after hurricanes ravaged his state, and used his wealth to fund numerous Democrat and progressive causes, including the super PAC Ready for Hillary, which he and his wife co-founded with Susie Tompkins Buell, a radical environmentalist and member of George Soros's Democracy Alliance. Mr. Mostyn's wife, Amber, was also a member of the Democracy Alliance and a close friend of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who was the keynote speaker at a 2010 Annie's List event honoring Amber. The Mostyns were close to the Clintons in general, having held numerous high-dollar fundraisers for Hillary's failed 2016 presidential run at their Houston home. However, their relationship came under stress in 2015, when ethics watchdog group Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, FACT, filed a formal complaint against Hillary and her campaign for illegal coordination with the Ready for Hillary super PAC, the Daily Caller reported. FACT has asked other federal agencies to investigate the Clinton campaign's dealings. The watchdog sent a letter to the IRS asking it to investigate a $350,000 payment that the Clinton Foundation made to Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign for an email list of potential donors. The watchdog has also asked the Federal Election Commission to investigate whether Clinton's campaign illegally obtained an email list of 4 million names from the pro-Clinton super PAC, Ready for Hillary. FACT asserts that the list swap should be considered an in-kind donation, which would constitute illegal coordination between the campaign and PAC. FACT has also asked the Senate Select Committee on Ethics to look into an April 21 meeting in which Clinton campaign aides attended a weekly meeting of Senate Democrats. FACT asserts that the meeting violates rule. This wasn't the first time the Clinton and Mostyns found themselves being questioned over unethical practices. In 2010, Hillary Clinton's State Department pushed through a multi-billion-dollar deal for Boeing in Russia, and just 2 months later the company gave nearly $1 million to the Clinton Foundation. Just a short time later, Boeing's top lobbyist and former Bill Clinton aide Tim Keating partnered with Mr. Mostyn's super PAC to do a joint fundraising venture for Hillary's planned presidential campaign.